We're getting introduced to something this election year that we've never seen in any other election year in history. So it's important that we do these three things related to our investments and our retirement plan. And by doing these three things, we're going to feel more confident about our financial picture because we're going to be prepared for whatever happens, for whoever gets elected. Now, number one, it's about what we should expect this year. And then number 2 and 3, we're going to go over what to actually do about it. And then I actually want to show you some data on what's happened in the past to the stock market during election years, whether it's been a Democrat who gets elected or a Republican, or what the makeup of Congress looks like. I'll show you some of the stats and facts around that, which could be useful as we head into this year. And by the way, I'm Dave Zoller and I own a retirement planning firm with Tim and our team of specialists. So let's get into number one, which is what to expect this year, the new thing that's being introduced this year we haven't seen before, and then what to do about it. So number one, don't be surprised if we experience higher than normal volatility this election year. It happens a lot during election years, and it's not just because of the election in 2024, but it's because of many different factors going on. But the important thing is, if we can expect volatility, then we can be prepared for it. And I'll give you some practical things to do to prepare for it coming up in this video. Another thing to be prepared for this year is just the sensationalized headlines, right? We're used to it now in the media and all the things going on. We see it all the time, but especially during election years when the stakes are at their highest, I would expect a lot more of it this year because the news stations, we know their main goal is to just keep our attention, keep us focused on their channel or on their platform, and they need to sensationalize stories because fear sells. That's what keeps people's attention. Now, there's something new this year we haven't seen during an election year before, at least a good version of it, but I think we can expect it, and that's the videos in the news or in social media of prominent figures or world leaders doing or saying something that never really happened, but it looks indistinguishable from a real video. And this is due to AI deepfakes, which I believe are going to be used a lot this year to really sway people's feelings. And this is the year we're starting to see them already, and you still can kind of notice it, but it's getting so advanced so quickly. This is kind of futuristic, but I would just be prepared to not believe anything that you see right away. Hopefully you don't already. But our first reaction to things we see on the internet or on social media should always be one of skepticism. Right, especially this year. Just wait for the facts before believing anything or spreading anything. And just so you know, if a video of me comes out with painted fingernails that are pink and I'm wearing blush, it's totally AI generated. It's not me. Or it might have been from a tea party that I had with my daughter. It's one of those things. But seriously, when it comes to the financial things and investments, just be prepared for a lot of things to make us feel worried or feel like we're not doing the right thing, or just main thing is don't let it cause us to make any emotional decisions and not smart, logical ones. I remember years ago, an acquaintance of mine in the neighborhood that I used to live in came up to me, and he knew I was a retirement planner, and it was the day after a presidential election, and he said, I just sold everything. I know I'm in all cash. I know everything's gonna go down after what just happened. I can't believe it. Are you doing anything different now with your clients? And I just said, our clients are prepared for both good and bad scenarios. And then he gave me some reasons why this president is going to be horrible for America and things are just going to be nothing but good from here. And I believe every election in all of history, there's been someone or many people who have been saying that, whatever side you're on. But what happened in the following weeks and months and years was the stock market took off in a massively positive direction. So let's not make the same emotional decisions as that guy. Now let's move on to part 2 and 3. What do we do to prepare? And then I'll share some of the facts and some of the data around what's happened in past election years so that you can see the pattern that happens here. So in order to prepare when it comes to our investments, we've got to look at where we are now first. We need to look at the current allocation and how you're invested. And you might have an idea, but if you're not sure, if you've got a retirement advisor, talk to them, get the update. And if you don't have one, check out portfoliovisualizer.com and then click on the tools section in the top right, and then backtest portfolio. This is a free tool you can use to plug in, whether it's your 401k statement or IRA statement, whatever it is, plug in some of the ETF ticker symbols or the names of the funds that you have to get an idea of how you're invested. That's a pretty easy to use tool. Hopefully you can look at that, look at how you're currently invested. And then once you do,